Hi YouTube fans, it is your local Scottish Trekkie, coming live at you for a, 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 a Star Trek Discovery, the official Starships collection review. And tonight I'm going to be doing this one. I'm going to start I'm going to do with the Star Trek Discovery Issue 1 USS Shenzhou, NCC 1227. So what I'll do is I'll get into the what we get from the collection. So you get your magazine, you get like like what the collection's all about, and you get your folder as well, which I think this is a really nice folder because it's got like all the starships on it and Star Trek Discovery, the official Starships collection. So what I'll do is I'll read the magazine. I'll get into the magazine, and after I've done the magazine, we'll get into the ship itself. More than that in a little while, but let's get into the ship. Let's get into the magazine, shall we? And the magazine for the Shenzhou, issue 1, USS Shenzhou, NCC 1227. And then what I'll do is for this profile, for this review, I'll read through the profile of the USS Shenzhou and designing the ship. So I'll show you like everything it's all got. So it's got shows you how it's mounted on its stand and its specifications. So let's get into some reading. So we have the profile of the USS Shenzhou, which is a class Walker. Its alpha is Federation. It was launched in the 21st century. Its length is 423 meters approximately, and its captain is Philippa Georgiou. And then we have some interesting little images of the ship down below. So you have its registry, its back impulse engine, and the underside of the ship. So let's get into the look of the ship. So you have its main look. So it's the USS Shenzhou, NCC 1227, and you have Philippa Georgiou, played by Michelle Yeoh here. So the USS Shenzhou was one of Starfleet's Walker-class starships in the 21st century. By the middle of the century, it was seen as older model, fitted with outdated technologies such as a lateral vector transporter system. Despite this, the Shenzhou was held in high regard by Starfleet and under the command of the highly dedicated Captain Philippa Georgiou. It continued to be dispatched on missions of great importance. Typically for a Walker-class vessel, the Shenzhou boasted a saucer section with the bridge located on the ventral side, so it was underneath instead of on top. And a small secondary hull and 2 nacelles. And then we have the profile of the USS Shenzhou. So you have the top view, the front view, side, and the back. So the Shenzhou was dispatched to missions of great importance, including investigating a damaged relay on the edge of Federation space. And we see that in the first episode of Star Trek Discovery. You see the ship approaching one of the Federation satellites, which is damaged. The fortunes of the Shenzhou changed when it was dispatched to a binary star system to investigate a damaged interstellar relay. So it was an interstellar relay. While there, they detected something lurking in the nearby debris field. When First Officer Michael Burnham conducted a flyby by using a long-haul EV suit, she realised that the object was some kind of ancient vessel. shortly before she was attacked by a Klingon, a race few humans encountered in over 100 years. And the Klingon armor suit is really like thick armor as well, so imagine meeting one of them in space. After Burnham returned to the Shenzhou, the ship locked its weapons onto the cloaked vessel, at which point an enormous ship severed the sarcophagi of deceased Klingon warriors materialized before them, followed by 24 Klingon vessels. When Starfleet reinforcements arrived, a standoff ensued which ended with the Klingon sarcophagus ship firing upon the Shenzhou. And then we have design in the USS Shenzhou. So we have a John Eves starship, I believe. Yep. Concept also illustrated by John Eves explains how he overcomes various challenges to design the distinctive looking starship. So, inspired by the X-planes of the 1940s, John Eves came up with a starship that looked very different to the Enterprise of the original series, complete with less round nacelles and a bridge located on the underside. I like John Eves. I like his drawings. I think his designs of a starship are really cool. So you get like an awesome starship by John Eves. And then he's got some other hand drawings as well of the starship, which are really cool images. And then one of the first things Eves learned about this ship was that it spent long periods in uncharted space. That's a really good image as well. That's a really good image. Especially the ones down here as well. How the ship became to be the USS Shenzhou. The design of the Shenzhou evolved between the early concept art and the final design. The light banks on the Shenzhou were inspired by lighting used by the Aviton industry in the 1940s. So it carried the same details, although the shapes were different. Eves reveals a lot had break in the saucer where the bridge was inserted inside a notch. For example, on the Europa, the bridge was automatically in front of the little nook for a while. Now it's at the back. And then the USS Shenzhou further evolved between the CG stage and the final design. The one where the CG team had produced was a little bit smoother in the design stages. It was a little bit heavy and pronounced as a final version. He says, however, he was pleased at the final decision. So coming in issue 2, boys and girls, is we'll see the USS Discovery, NCC-1031, but we're here for the Shenzhou. So we have the Shenzhou pointing upwards and Star Trek Discovery. Let's get into the USS Shenzhou, shall we? And here she is. The USS Shenzhou, or the Shenzhou. NCC 1227. So you have the ship's registry down here, NCC 1227, and it's all red. And I think you can see a wee bit of fast testing in here, but I don't think there's that much. Looking at it, no, there's no any Aztecon on the Shenzhou. But at the back of here as well, it says USS Shenzhou, and it's also got its shuttle bay down here, and it's long Discovery-like nacelles, which are got the red tint in them. They've got red in here, red inserts. The bridge, as it says, the bridge is on the underside, so that's the bridge down here. That's the bridge there. And that's the deflector dish at the front. But it's a really interesting starship, and then it's at the back. At the back, it's got its impulse engines there, and there. But like I was saying, it's a really, for a starship of that era or time frame, it's really interesting. It's really nice designed. It's really, it just feels like a Federation starship at that time frame. So that's the Shenzhou, and its stand is here. So this is the stand. It is, if I can get it in view, I'll try and get it into view. So it says USS Shenzhou, NCC 1227, and it's 9341 A-A, and that's its stand there. And the ship just goes nicely on here, so it goes into there and into there, and that's the Shenzhou on its stand, ready to be displayed. So that's my review of the USS Shenzhou. Hopefully you like my new setup with my intro, and because I do, I think I've nailed my channel now. Having the intro now at the start of at the start, whereas when I've done this before, I only had half a screen. Now I've got the full, and now I've got the intro. So hopefully you guys like this, and you think that I'm getting there now with my channel, because I feel like a 10-year-old kid again. With all the technology these days, I didn't know how to do it until I was on my way to work this morning, and I was looking up on YouTube to see how to do it. So I'm going to do all my Discovery ships again and do them from scratch with the intro. So yeah, boys and girls, and adults and men and girls, I am your local Scottish Trekkie. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Please hit the thumbs if you like tonight's video, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be the USS Discovery 1031, and I will see you guys later. Bye for now. Live long and prosper. Bye bye.